Hello everyone, my name is Nadia. Today we are going to present you our social enterprise project called Happy Harvest. So here is our table of contact. First of all, I'm going to talk about social problem, about our social enterprise, the market, and then my teammate Vladislav will talk about market strategy, management, financial plan, risks, and then we are going to conclude our presentation. So every year from the walls of the children's homes graduate about 15,000 graduates. After graduation, only 10% of them successfully fit into the community. Less than 7% of them enter to the university. 70% go to the vocational schools, and 20% do not study anywhere else. 85,000 of orphans have no fixed habitation. Orphans in Russia are a typical phenomenon because country fails to address social problems and find right solution to them. Usually, orphans are from families that cannot maintain regular living standards with problems of shelter, food, and clothing. Parents happen to consume alcohol and become addictive consumers. Kids become victims of their parents' violence, and as a result, government organizations deprive their rights for custody over children and transfer them to orphanages. When they graduate schools and turn 18 years old, orphanages do not support them and orphans are released to live on their own. They are supposed to be supported by government and other institutions, but in the reality, orphans are tramping in the streets and causing social disorder. In order to survive, they commit criminal actions such as theft, robbery, and murders. They are emotionally unstable and sensitive, can easily become aggressive and rebellious. All of this cause a negative image of orphans that make them excluded in society. So now let me talk about our social enterprise. Our social venture named Happy Harvest. It is an onion raisin farm that will have its own location in Southern Federal District, Rostovska Oblast. The location you can see in the picture. So our primary goal is to change lives of orphans and change their images. First of all, we are going to provide shelter for orphans that are not truly supported by government and new graduates from orphanages. Second, orphans will be provided with food in our farm. Third, we will conduct educational and training programs to teach them how to farm and how to run agribusinesses. In the long term, our desire is to make orphans be socially adjusted and be able to pursue their goals and dreams, become contributors to society and to agricultural businesses in particular. Our theory of change is relying on our educational program. So why did we choose onions as our product? Onions have long earned a great reputation of vegetable and remedy for all diseases. It is a necessary part of nutrition. The bulbs and leaves contain high amount of vitamins such as C, B1, B2, B6, and others. It is highly demanded product in the market and have a long expiration date. Also, onions are cold-resistant plant. So now let me talk about the industry trends. Production of bulb onion in Russia over past 5 years is at highest level. In 2012, the gross yield totaled to 281,000 tons. Even in the relatively unfavorable nature and climatic conditions in 2010, bulb onions in Russia had collected more than in any year between 1991 and 2007, which is 1,536,000 tons. And industrial production of onions in 2010 was even higher than in 2009. A sufficient increase in production achieved through the industry's transition on cultivation of onions in Russia on an industrial basis. Gross yield of bulb onion for the last 10 years have increased more than 8 times. The share of commodity production in the total volume of gross yield of onion in Russia from 2000 and 2012 increased from 30.1% to 51.9%. This trend will continue in the long term too. So this is the end of my part. Now my teammate Vladislav will continue.
All right. In the in the market of onion, there is some of the trends that shows us the growth of the market, and let's see the numbers of its growth. So the growth yield increased 8 times for the last 10 years. From 2000 and 2012, an increase from 13% and 13.1% to 51.8%. And in 2012, the gross yield totaled to 81,000 of tons. So, and production was also industrialized, that also contributed uh, to growth of production. Our customers, uh, our production of onion will be massive. It will be unprofitable to do direct selling because ultimate consumers purchase goods for their own needs only in small quantities. And second, it would be difficult to reach ultimate customers from the farm. Therefore, for business to sustain itself, we need to sell them in big quantities, hence by selling them to retailers and wholesalers. These categories include supermarket, discount stores, grocery stores, warehouses, hypermarkets, traditional markets, and etc. We will primarily focus on retailers and wholesalers in traditional markets that dominate the market of grocery products. Retailing companies resell products to ultimate consumers through their marketplaces. They make profit by adding trade margin, which is a difference between buying price and selling price. And retail stores usually have various products that include food, beverages, detergents, and etc. Wholesaling companies are different in terms of volume of selling. They do not sell products to ultimate consumers, but to other business figures such as retailers, industrial, commercial, and institutional professional businesses, business users that use goods for different purposes. Wholesalers frequently physically assemble, sort, and grade goods in large lots, break bulk, repack, and redistribute in smaller lots. For the onions, there are specific wholesale markets where all traders are congregated. So in terms of competition in our business, activities in Southern Federal District, there are multiple companies that do agribusiness. Amongst them, there are farms that specialize in producing several kinds of vegetables that also include onion. Such companies are direct competitors for us when they choose to raise onion as a main product of production. Since onion is a common product, all producers are competitors for our company. They usually use traditional methods of raising onions, and our advantage is in modern technologies and hybrid seeds that give high quality onions. In terms of social activities, uh, our only competitor is one social enterprise called School of Farmers that located in Permsky Krai, Central Federal District. It was created in 2010 and based on Permsky Club of Fishermen and Hunters. The purpose of this organization is to create experimental place for exercising effective methods to solve social problems of teenagers and young adults that relate to so-called risky group that are facing difficulties in life. Their aims is to integrate young adults to social activities and help them create businesses. Okay, in order to understand how our company is going to sustain itself, we have made a financial plan, and our cost that covers cost on resources and equipment costs and infrastructure costs uh, equals 17,714,213 rubles. Since total expected revenue from harvest is 40 millions of rubles. I'm sorry. Since we are going to use 10 hectares of the land, we have calculated that we are going to produce about 800,000 kilograms of onion. So the expected revenue, in the best case, if we sell them in 100 rubles per kilogram, is going to be 18 million rubles in the total revenue. In a good case, if we sell it in 15 rubles per 1 kilogram, it's going to be 40 millions. And in the worst case, if we sell onions on summer price and winter season, which is 24 rubles per kilogram, it's going to be 19 millions 200,000 rubles. By the way, the exchange rate is $1 $1 per 54 rubles. So our marketing strategy, uh, since our customers are wholesalers and retailers, we can use different ways of promoting our products. Usually when farms just become a part of the market, one way to promote a product is to directly go to wholesaling companies and negotiate a deal. Mentioning that our organization is a social enterprise would encourage our customers to buy our products, since their purchasing is in direct contribution to our social activities. The second way, is to promote our products in e-markets and in special websites such as agrobazar.com, freshmarket.com, and so on. And the third way is to organize sport and cultural events, for instance, football tournaments, festivals, sport Olympiads that will be sponsored by our company. That will be made a big advertisement of our uh, enterprise. In terms of management, our staff consists of 5 people, among whom 2 are farmers who will be managing the production process, and 3 are helpers who are also technically farmers that will be in charge of facilitating orphans and educating them. Basically, the staff should be experienced farmers. So, what other requirements they have to meet? The average age should be between 25 and 15 years old. They also should have driving license with a category F for driving tractor and other agricultural machines. They should be also physically healthy and humane uh, in order to help orphans to seek a better life. So, agribusiness is a very risky business because it's very difficult to predict weather cataclysms. So rising onions and other vegetables needs favorable environments, and our biggest risk can be caused by weather cataclysms, which is hard to forecast. Sudden change in climate leads to big casualties in harvest and causes damages to our products, land, and the whole farm. Consequently, we will lose our resources and it will require more expenditure to recover. Second risk can be risks associated with the situation in the wholesale market, which is not easy to predict as well. The price per kilogram can fall sharply or conversely get up, and sometimes even large companies are forced to work with zero profit. So this is a two risk: weather cataclysms and unpredictable market price. So to conclude our presentation, We would like to say that our social enterprise is necessary for mitigating social problems regarding to orphans. It addresses essential issues within the society and its possible solutions. In the long term, we believe that our social enterprise is able to change images of orphans bring positive changes to their lives, help them become able to live a right life without committing extreme actions and fit to society. So this is the end of our presentations. Thank you.